guys, my name is Flora for those of you who don't know me, and for those of you who do, welcome back. Thank you for joining. Where we last left off, I had started my new job. I was still at the very early stages of my adjustment period. I had spent 2 months living at Alice's place, and then I moved back home, and it felt like I took 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Truthfully speaking, it actually felt like I took 1 step forward and 2 steps back. It felt like I had regressed because a few years ago, my uncle told me that once you move out of home, make sure to never move back. And I felt like I had failed a little bit at that. Of course, at the point that we are at right now, in the present, we know that I did move out and I plan on never going back home. I'm gonna make that very clear right now. I plan on never going back home. There is a little surprise at the end of the video. Well, not really that. Yeah. The surprise is that, you'll see. You kind of already know anyways, so enjoy.
It jumps a bit, but it works. Shit, my baby done.
The people shall govern, which is a play on words, as in the people shall govern, kind of saying that, a lot of the oppressors are unfortunately in positions of power in our country, and it's up to us, because it is still our land, it is still our country, it's up to us to govern. So that's why we call this exhibition Be the Purple. It's also obviously because it's a city. So we have a few, connotations to that as well.
Talking about here, it's not only something that people own, but something it's almost like a being that needs to be cultivated and brought up to be better than it is in its current
land as human crisis and power dynamics. So kind of my goal, fight poverty, kind of Black South Africans I think very much are still working in the mines, but they're not being given access to the gold, the minerals of their country, and they're still living in poverty despite the fact that democracy has come around, right? So here we're kind of in this commentary, you see a gifted black, young, blood fresh thing.
Here you can see in the bus, we know that this is talking about transport.
Deep down, there's a lot of issues.
There's a lot of stress
You know what I mean?
in our medullas. Sipati spilled tea on her laptop.
Did I?
She spilled tea on her laptop, and she's a photographer. If you don't know, you should know this by now. So she needs her laptop. Also, she's a student, so she needs her laptop.
Kids love jazz.
We got the jazz. What the hell going on with the light now? One glass of wine a day keeps the doctor away. It'll be cheaper at I'll tell you that. I did this.
time on New Year's Day. That time on New Year's Day when I forgot what you did, but you said something weird. I probably said some video. Cut the camera.
To be clear, I volunteered to be here. I chose this path. I molded this flag. I gave up my wings for this chance. Suicide. For a God must first die in the heavens in order to be born on earth, a sacrifice. Of course, I was advised to revise, to reconsider. It is too late, they said, those people are doomed. They have suffered a mortal wound beyond healing. If we go down there will be no returning.
What? We never knew that was gonna happen. You signed a lease and you are moving out. When was that in the plans? We thought that you were home all along. Obviously, we knew that, you know, at some point in this story, we were gonna get to the point where I signed a lease. I don't know. Whenever I think back to that moment, I'm like, wow, that felt like such a power move. Like, I felt like I had really done my first, like, real piece of adulting. And I was so proud of myself in that moment. And I was so excited. And I wanted to share it with the whole world. But at the same time, I knew that until it happened, it was not a good idea for me to say anything. I also just want to take this moment to thank God. Never forget to thank God. He has done so much for me in my life. He has really carried me through my entire life, and he loves me so much, and it's so evident, and I love him too. Anyways, that's all for part 2 of Life After Uni. Join us again next week for part 3. I love you so much. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this with everybody that you know. Oh, also good news, I have a microwave now. I have a microwave.